Welcome to version 4.3 of the Stream Deck Midi plugin. I will split the information into 3 videos to keep things focused. And in this video I will give an overview of the changes. The first change is that the generic MIDI dial now includes a VU meter display. So you can have displays like this. I have a separate video that covers this feature, so I will not discuss it further here. The next change is that the plugin can now use JavaScript as scripting language. I have a separate video for this feature as well, so I will not discuss it further in this video. I will only mention that JavaScript will not replace the previous MIDI script language. Both languages will coexist, and you can choose whichever suits you best. The next change is that you can now have up to 30 global ports. So if we check the global settings action, the global ports, you can now select how many global ports you want to use. Scripts can now change the MIDI input and output ports using defined actions, so you can change port assignments at runtime with scripts. Please check the websites for more details. For scripts, there is also a breaking change in how the plugin handles variable events. If you have a variable event that should trigger when the variable's content exactly matches the event text, this check always returns true if the variable had never been initialized. This was of course wrong, and it is now corrected. If you find that your scripts behave differently after installing this version, this could be the reason. For Windows users, the installation of the new Windows MIDI service caused some problems where MIDI ports were no longer visible. I realized this could potentially be a showstopper issue, so I implemented alternative ways the plugin could connect to the MIDI infrastructure in the computer. Judging by the small number of error reports I have received in this matter, the problem wasn't as big as I feared. Anyhow, in the global settings, there is now a section visible only to Windows users where you can select how the plugin should connect to the MIDI infrastructure. As long as the MIDI ports you are using are visible with a specific alternative, there is no need to change these settings. There is no functional difference between them. My recommendation at the moment is, if you have no problems with MIDI connections, leave this section alone. If you have problems with MIDI ports sometimes not being visible, you can try an alternative. In that case, I suggest first trying the modern alternative. These settings are explained in more details on this pop-up page and on the website. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.